Why is it that some men stay sharp, strong, and yes, sexually active well into their 70s, while others start fading fast right after 60? It's not just your testosterone falling, and it's definitely not just part of getting older. So, what is it? According to one top urologist, the real reason most men go soft has nothing to do with low sex drive, and everything to do with a silent chemical deficiency almost no one talks about. Most men over 60 have no idea. Not their friends. Not even their doctor has mentioned it. But when this molecule runs low, everything slows down: blood flow, energy, performance, even your memory. In the next few minutes, you'll learn about this hidden accelerator inside your body and how a small shift in your morning routine can quietly restore what age has taken away. If you ignore this, it's not just your performance in the bedroom that suffers. This chemical touches every system in your body. When it breaks down, it's like the roads in your body shrink. The traffic your blood starts to slow. That means less fuel to the heart, less oxygen to the brain, and yes, less blood to a very important part of you. Low levels of this molecule called nitric oxide have been linked to erectile dysfunction, heart trouble, high blood pressure, and chronic fatigue. Most men think, I need more testosterone, but what if testosterone is just the fuel, and the real problem is your engine can't get enough air? It's not about a lack of desire, it's about poor delivery, bad circulation. And if you don't fix that, you risk more than embarrassment. You risk hitting the brakes on your entire health. Here's where it gets fascinating. In a major study at the University of Texas, researchers found that nitric oxide isn't just important, it's essential. Without enough of it, male performance becomes almost impossible, no matter how much testosterone you have. They also found something surprising. Men who made one simple shift to increase nitric oxide, something natural you can do at home, saw rapid changes in performance, energy, and intimacy. Stick with me to the end, because I want to share how one 68-year-old man turned things around without any medication. But first, you need to understand what nitric oxide really does and why it quietly disappears as you age. Let's break it down. If testosterone gives you the desire, nitric oxide gives you the ability. Erections don't happen just because you're aroused. They happen because blood rushes to the area. And that only happens when nitric oxide tells those blood vessels it's time to open up. Think of it like green lights on the freeway. Nitric oxide is the signal that says, clear the way full speed ahead. The more NO you have, the wider your vessels get. The more blood flows in. That's what gives you firmness. But here's the problem almost nobody talks about. After around age 40, and especially after age 60, your natural nitric oxide production crashes. According to scientists at the Cleveland Clinic, your body's NO output can drop by over 50% by the time you're in your late 60s. That may be why you're not waking up with morning with the way you used to. It's not just stress. And it's not just age. It's your body's traffic signal going dark. And surprisingly, the problem might start in your mouth. Wait, what? Yes, your mouth. Most nitric oxide is created by bacteria in your mouth that convert healthy nitrates from foods like greens and beets into nitric oxide. But here's the kicker. When you use antibacterial mouthwash, you kill those helpful bacteria. In one study from the University of Texas, men who used strong mouthwash twice per day had significantly lower levels of nitric oxide and higher blood pressure than men who didn't. So you're swishing your mouth clean and shutting down your circulation. Kind of ironic, right? Now here's something else to consider. Nitric oxide affects more than performance in the bedroom. It plays a huge role in heart health, brain function, even emotional well-being. When your levels drop, everything feels slower. You can't think as clearly. You run out of breath more easily. You get tired faster. And yes, things just don't work the way they used to. You might chalk it up to aging. But what if the real problem is that your blood vessels aren't opening the way they used to? What if restoring this one chemical could bring your energy, clarity, and drive back online? Let me show you what this looks like in real life. Meet Tom, a retired firefighter. Strong guy, never one to complain. But by age 68, he noticed something changing. Every year, he said, it felt like I was losing horsepower. Sex was rare. Mornings were sluggish. He thought, this must be normal. I'm just getting older. But things changed when he went to a functional medicine clinic. The doctor didn't start with hormones. He tested Tom's nitric oxide levels, and they were way lower than they should have been. That doctor suggested one change, one simple shift to his morning routine: no medications, no testosterone shots. And in weeks, Tom's energy came back. His clarity returned, and so did intimacy with his wife. Tom said it best: I didn't need more fuel. I just needed to open the valves again. Another perspective comes from Dr. Evan Marks, a urologist with over 20 years of experience. He says you don't get erections without blood flow. Testosterone won't help if the pipelines are clogged. Nitric oxide is often the missing link. He likes to joke, it's not about more pressure, it's about a bigger pipe. That pipe starts with nitric oxide. So now that you know the problem circulation, not just testosterone, and you understand the controller behind it all, nitric oxide, the big question becomes, how do you restore it? And more importantly, what can you do, starting tomorrow morning, that actually works without a single pill? That's what we're diving into in the next few minutes, including the single best drink for supercharging your nitric oxide production, naturally. One glass, one habit, big changes. Keep watching. Here's the secret most men never hear. Your body can actually make more nitric oxide on its own. You don't need a pharmacy. You don't need gimmicks. In fact, one particular drink made from ingredients you can find at any grocery store may help kickstart that natural process again. It's something many top longevity doctors now recommend to their older male patients: a morning nitrate boost. Think of it as hitting the on switch for your blood flow each day. The best part? It only takes about 30 seconds to prepare. Here's how it works. When you eat certain vegetables like beets and spinach, your body absorbs natural compounds called nitrates. Once those nitrates interact with the healthy bacteria in your mouth, they get converted into nitric oxide. That's the good stuff your blood vessels are starving for. So what happens when you start your morning by feeding your bloodstream exactly what it needs? One man, Mark, 72 years old and a retired Navy mechanic, told us that after adding beet juice to his routine, it was like I had life back in my legs and other places, too. He didn't change his diet. He didn't join a gym. Just one glass of that ruby red drink every morning. Within 2 weeks, he noticed more energy. He even walked farther during his morning stroll without feeling out of breath. Now, this isn't just a coincidence. According to a clinical study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, men who consumed beet juice showed significantly improved blood vessel function and lower blood pressure within hours. That's how powerful these plant-based nitrates can be. Now, you might be thinking, beet juice? That's it? In most cases, yes. But the key is consistency. One serving won't fix years of decline overnight. It's like watering a dry plant. You don't dump a gallon on it once and expect it to bloom forever. You give it a bit every day and let nature do its thing. Dr. Lisa Morano, a cardiovascular researcher, said it simply: nitric oxide is like the oil in an engine. You don't wait until the car seizes up to add it. You keep it flowing. And it really doesn't have to be complicated. You can buy beetroot powder, mix it with water, and drink it first thing in the morning. Add a little lemon for taste. That's it. Just one small habit that may help unlock major changes over time: better blood flow, more stable energy, and even stronger memory. Some men also add a handful of leafy greens to their breakfast: spinach and eggs, or a small kale smoothie. Every little bit adds up. And here's something most people don't realize: sunlight can also boost nitric oxide. Just 10 minutes of light on your skin each morning may support production, especially when combined with nitrate-rich foods. So if you can sip your beet drink outside in the morning sun, even better. I know all of this might sound too simple. We've been conditioned to think stronger pills equal stronger results. But what if nature already gave us what we need? And what if the hardest part is just remembering to do it? Let's go back to Tom, the retired firefighter I mentioned earlier. He didn't just start his new routine for performance. He started doing it because his wife was scared. She said he looked worn out, like life was draining out of him slowly. And Tom admitted he felt like he was disappearing. So together, they committed to this change. They made it a ritual: a little jar of beet powder on the counter, 2 glasses, And every morning, they sipped together like they were starting fresh. There's something powerful about that. Choosing to fight back, even in small ways. Not giving up. Not settling for, this is just part of getting older. Because the truth is, it doesn't have to be. You're not broken. Your body hasn't failed you. It just needs a tool it ran out of. And while your doctor might not mention nitric oxide, more and more researchers now believe it holds the key to longevity and to maintaining a good quality of life well into your 70s, even 80s. It's not about reversing time. It's about clearing the path, letting your body run the way it wants to. So here's your first step. Tomorrow morning, try this. Fill a glass with water. Stir in a spoonful of pure beetroot powder. Add a squeeze of lemon if you like. Drink it slowly before anything else. Bonus points if you sit by the window or step outside into the sunlight. Give it 1 week, just 7 days. Notice how you feel, your energy, your focus. Maybe even your mornings start to feel different. Because sometimes the shift you need isn't massive. It's small, consistent, natural. Now, there's one more thing you should know. While food and habits can raise nitric oxide, there's a certain type of breathing, yes, breathing that researchers say may rapidly boost its levels in your bloodstream. It's free. It takes under 2 minutes. And it's so effective, Navy SEALs were trained to use it before missions. We're breaking that down exactly how to do it, step by step in the next video. Make sure you don't miss it. Hit subscribe and turn that little bell on so you're the first to know when it drops. You're only one breath away from another big step. Keep going. You've got this.